Rock with me.
Let's rock with me tonight
Come through now.
for old time's sake. Oh, let me put my do not disturb on. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Just trying to keep that.
Oh goddamn. I'm gonna leave this bitch alone. My shit is acting crazy.
Sheldon.
Oh,
We can hear
what?
you.
Right.
This? Oh my bad.
Oh, you all good.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Miss J from InStyle Atlanta. Sheldon.
It's your boy Sheldon G. Horton of InStyle Atlanta.
Yes, and we are being joined by a very, 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 very special guest today. You probably know her if you've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's also a beauty supply owner. And let me put a little bit of respect on her when I say this too, okay? She is the first African American beauty supply owner in Huntsville, Alabama. If y'all been keeping up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all better make some noise for my girl Destiny Payton. Hey, Destiny,
Thank you so much. Thank
you
you, thank
are
you, thank
very
you.
welcome. So you have a podcast as well.
I do. It's
Tell us
called
about
Unbreakable.
it. Okay.
The podcast was birthed from just my love for talking to people, and I always said I wanted to be like the next Oprah and have my own talk show. So I
Mhm.
think that was like the closest thing to it. And then one of my mantras in life is like, "What's made you unbreakable? Like, what have you been through?" So I
Mm,
just life stories. We can talk business, but that I always end with that. Like, what brought you through?
I love that. And Destiny, this season of Love and Marriage has been a little
Uh
drama
huh.
filled. I mean, to say the least. Most recently, we all know we've been seeing the videos on social media with Melody and Martell, and we know you're friends with Martell. What is your relationship like now, currently with Melody?
For me, the Melody's left the show, and God said go, and I wish her well.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because she has been on social media with allegations saying that there was some abuse that was recorded, but it wasn't aired on TV. And we know that you're very close to Martell. So we just wanted to know, where are you still with her? Your loyalty lies with Martell?
My loyalty lies with right, what's right.
Yeah,
And
that's
for me, I,
awesome.
I am a domestic violence survivor. I have my own nonprofit called Destiny's um Destiny's Law Foundation, which is to support survivors, women, men, and children. So I'm very serious about that cause. It's my own money that funds it, and I give back to people because I know my experiences and I know what I've been through and what I've been healing through. So I'm absolutely on board for that cause.
I love that. So we also recently saw you sitting down with Lance. You were talking to him. You found out he had a baby on the way. But
The
then,
internet, I found that out on the internet, girl.
yes, so you addressed that with him. But then you also have a new boo, which we find out is his god brother.
Now wait a minute. Now how we go from saying that I would go on a date to that being my boo? Like slow down.
Okay, a new interest, a new dating.
Well,
Yes.
I am a single woman. I'm the only single woman on the show. I am dating. I'm very honest about how I date, not exclusively until I'm in a relationship. And of course, when I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. But
Right.
I date non-exclusively, and I am celibate because you ain't
Okay.
getting none unless you my man. But
I know that's right.
so yeah, I date. I'm dating. Nah, I don't have no boo, but I am
Okay.
dating.
Okay. So did you honestly feel like he needed to inform you that he was having a baby? Uh-oh. I think we lost Destiny. Sheldon, you want to jump in and ask the next question when she comes back?
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I'm gonna jump in. You doing great, baby.
Okay.
You, you know me, and to be honest, I binge watched this thing today. I binge watched it. I started like at 3 this morning. Yeah, because I haven't watched it in a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, if you're watching live on Instagram, please stay tuned. We're going to get Destiny back on the line so we can finish our
Yes,
questioning.
because we got questions. We need
We got questions.
and we
Yeah,
don't know the answers.
yeah,
Hold on. I'm texting Carmen, letting her know.
yeah. She
Sorry
texts.
about that.
You're
No,
good.
you're
I
good.
don't I have it on do not disturb, but it still call came through, which is really weird. But
Yeah.
sorry, what was your question?
No, so I was just asking, so when you guys were sitting down and talking and you were asking him as to why he didn't inform you about the baby that he potentially had on the way or that he has on the way, what were your initial thoughts when you first found that out on the internet, especially with Neil being one of your friends?
I really didn't think about Neil. I thought about him because Lance has been a friend for 4+ years at this point. So for me, even with let's just X out the dating aspect of it, we've always been very honest. I knew when he dated other people, when I was going through my divorce, he was going through his divorce. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't date him when I first met him because I was going through a divorce. I like clean slates. And years went by and we've always shared where we were in life. And I felt like that was a moment to share,
Got it.
regardless of if it was the dating thing, especially, but just as friends, like, oh, you got a kid on the way. At that point, the kid was here when I met on the internet, but I feel like we had too many conversations in between that, even when we weren't dating anymore, that he could have said, hey, yeah, this is what's going on.
And
Okay.
you know what, though, interesting enough, I want to jump in on this right here because there's two things that I'd like to mention right now. Of course, just like you say, we've done an interview with you before, and it was years ago, you know, and there, there were some things going on. I have to tell you, it was a joy watching you throughout this because I just like I told Jordan, I started like 3 o'clock this morning binging and I got all the way to the second to the last one, watching everything. And Destiny, I have to tell you, you have grown so much as a
Oh,
woman.
thank
And
you.
the way that you've handled things, the way that how you maintain your relationship and your loyalty to what's his name, Martell, is it Martell, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and how you maintain that without having this immature back and forth between everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when you met with the ladies and y'all were talking and they had some things and old girl walked off because she didn't want to hear his name. But you
Uh-huh.
were like, is this gonna be like this? It's gonna be like this
Hmm.
always. And the way that you handled it, you like, listen, y'all my people, he my people, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't even know y'all without him. So I just think that that was incredible,
Thank
incredible
you.
the way that you handled that because I'm a little biased when it comes to reality shows and I like to see y'all in the best light. I do. So with him, I also like the way that you handled it with him and the baby. So just like Jordan asked about the boo situation, but he's not your
That she's just
boo.
dating. It's just a day. That's not how.
Okay, got it. But you are actively dating old boy though, right?
I'm not actively Lance, the one with the
No, no,
baby,
no,
This
no, no,
guy.
no. God,
the
brother.
the guy brother that I didn't know was the guy brother.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say no. We're not actively dating. No, we're friends. We're not
got it,
actively dating.
got it,
No.
got it. And so and let's clarify this. What define dating to Destiny?
Well, for me, a date is you pick me up.
Uh huh.
Well, first I'm gonna meet you because I got to get to know you first. I'll meet you some
Period.
places so I can leave if
Right.
I want to. But after that, like once we establish some, some connection and some trust, because I'd have to date different now. Like as much as people try to say, "Oh, it's a reality show," but I'm still a public figure, so I have to move a
Period.
lot different than I used to move. And you never know people's agendas. So,
Right.
with that being said, when we get to a space and you've been vetted enough to come and pick me up. take me on a date and we do something fun, like even if it's a hike or if it's working out, like it's spending time together, getting to know each other on the next level. And I want to say this before I go to something else. Thank you so much for acknowledging my growth, because I've been working real hard. There's been a lot of God, a lot of therapy, a lot of therapy.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious, and it's obvious that you've done the shadow work.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's obvious.
It ain't easy, but it got to be done.
Yeah.
So, Destiny, I want to ask you some questions about Huntsville. For someone like myself who's never been to Huntsville, the first thing, and I don't want to be stereotypical, but first thing people are like, oh, it's just a small little country town. Everybody knows everybody. Tell us, what is it like to live in Huntsville? What can
what
people
what you just said. What you just said.
Yeah, because I remember you said that it's 1 degree of separation.
Point five.
Point five.
Y'all can
That's
see.
right.
Listen, I've openly allowed myself to openly date on the show, which was not an easy decision, because people they want to throw labels on you because they think dating equates to intimate and sex, and all. It doesn't equate to that. But I mean, this your godbrother, this your cousin, this your, I mean, like everybody is connected and attached, and it's just
Mm,
like, I don't remember why I dated long distance. I don't
got
remember.
right. Right. Oh
Yeah,
God.
it's real small. It's real small.
that was
Now
gonna be
that's
my next question. Has it made it difficult for you to date in Huntsville because of that?
Listen, my life coach was like, you need to stop dating long distance. I think you're running from stuff, and you need to date people that are local so you can, not run from like spending time and all that. Cause I'm a runner, she's a track star.
Yeah.
But and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take with this advice. Now I'm doing it publicly on television. And then she was like, oh, now I see why you date long distance. What I'm telling her, like, this person knows this person knows this person. I know like, it's like, oh God, yeah, it's a lot. But Huntsville's a beautiful city. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing place, especially to raise children, especially to have a family. But the dating scene,
Okay.
So
Okay.
I got
y'all
a
stay tuned for
question.
that.
Yeah, I got a real question. Switching. And this is an interest for me because tell me how you feel about La, Trisha and Ken's relationship.
um,
I
I'm
listen.
sorry.
Listen. There's so much is said and what's not said.
I'm sorry. I went back to a moment that actually was filmed, so I don't know if I can do this. Literally, I said, like, Lord Jesus, they asked me that question during the season, and I turned into Miss Sophia at the kitchen table, confused.
Right. Me.
Confused.
So I mean, and tell us what you can, but if you can't, I mean, I, I don't know if I see it for them. I think they're both beautiful people, separate, but I just don't know if I see it for them.
Not it.
You don't
I
think
just
so?
don't. I just don't know.
Not you, Miss J. Do you know too?
Yeah, it's something about it. It's something in my spirit. Usually I can read into people and their vibes with each other. And it's just not, the vibe is not vibing for me.
It's not vibing to me.
That's the silence is
Destiny,
loud.
don't get silent on us.
What?
The
What?
silence
I
is
said I
loud,
gave
Sheldon.
my answer. I mean, I love Trish. I love Ken. I think they're, both individually great people. It's just a lot. I mean, relationships are hard, period.
Yeah,
But the foundation started out
Rocky.
a little muddy. So
yeah, that
if
is
they wanted
muddy.
to work, I mean, they got to work overtime, like
Yeah,
overtime.
wow.
Mm.
Okay, so with him, because of course it's been what, like 3 years, 4 years right now, what they've been, where they are, and all of a sudden he's having second thoughts. Do you think that is merited at this point?
Um, it's yes. Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, they've been through a lot. So,
Yeah.
and this is not me trying to judge them or
Oh, absolutely.
specifically, but that's why I always feel like you need to start with clean slates. because relationships are
Mm,
already hard enough. And even though the presence of the ex wasn't there when they were building, but they don't go anywhere really. So when he came, it added more layers to what they were already having to work through, which is difficult. And
yeah,
especially if you still have, two people that were, married and they still have tethers, no matter if they've been separated or not. There are those emotional tethers, the children, everything. You're gonna have people playing with each other's feelings. Like, oh, you think you're gonna get her? Well, I'm gonna have to make it a living hell. So I mean, it's not for the faint of the heart. I will say that.
mm,
Do you
got
think
it.
Trisha's a habitual liar?
Huh?
Destiny, you tripping me out.
The
I
signal went
mean,
out. What'd you say?
do you think look, Trisha is a habitual liar
I
because
don't know if I don't know if she's a habitual liar. I'm not a psych. I can't diagnose her, but I will say that, we've had to work through some untruths, and me and her, so I can only speak from my experience.
yeah, because we've seen a couple of different scenes and situations where she said she knew Martell, that she didn't know Martell, that she went to his house, she didn't go to his house. It's just been a
That was
lot.
the only one that I've ever had to deal with, because Trisha was my trainer before she came on the show. I didn't even know she was filming the show
Wow.
until
Oh,
we ended up. Yeah, that's how small Huntsville is.
Okay.
So for like 2 years prior to her even coming on the show, she was like my personal trainer. And um yeah, so I've never known that side of her. Like, we just work out, cry, pray together, and
Professional
going
side.
on about our business. Yeah. So it
Okay.
became personal because I was going through a lot,
Right.
divorce and everything. She was going through her separation. And so yeah, so that whole little thing with the Martell thing threw me off completely. I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
Why would you not tell
like,
me the
wait,
truth
what?
about that?
You understand.
Right.
Why? For why?
Right. Um, so speaking of your divorce, how has it been with you co-parenting? Like, how have you been able to manage that? Because me as a mom who is a single parent, it could be hell or it can be the easiest thing and sometimes the best thing for people to go their separate ways and just be literally that co-parents.
I would say this: pray, continue to pray for us, and
Okay.
that's really all I can say.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Well, it has definitely made you the better because I remember what was going on the last time we did an interview. And yeah, and you was dealing with the Martell and Melody situation, and it was a lot.
And I'm still saying,
Right? It was a lot. And to see you where you are right now, like I cannot get enough of your maturity. Like I
thank
can't.
you,
Yeah.
thank you. Is that to go to jail? And I didn't want to go to jail. Amen.
Period.
Say that. So
Even though, wait,
Destiny,
I have been. Let me not say that I have been. Lord, thank you. I did go any further. Amen.
look, the growth. Back to Sheldon's point, the growth. So when you decided that you wanted to be the first African American owner of a beauty supply in Huntsville, what was your initial thought? Like, how did that all come about?
So honestly, I didn't know I was the first. I had no clue.
Mm,
For me, I've always been an entrepreneur. I had an online clothing store when my first business with the drop shipper. Like, I always seem to be ahead of the curve just a little bit every time I start something. So I went from that to real estate, being a flight attendant, all that other stuff, but I always had something going on with my entrepreneur efforts. And when I started working in the corporate world and I was spending all this money at Neiman's, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I could be putting this into something bigger.
something, right.
And I ended up getting asked to be searched in the beauty supply store. And I was literally on the phone, not paying attention, and looking at some makeup brushes at the counter because I wasn't buying anything. My god sister was at the cash register, and I look up and it's a big police officer standing over me, like, hey, you need to search your purse. And I had the big never full LV bag. And I'm like, well, dumped it on the counter. Like, so I was livid. Like, what are you talking about? These $3 brushes? And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just doing my job. And I just felt so like,
Mm,
I don't know. I didn't appreciate the feeling. And I was like, you know what? I'm never coming back in here ever again. And because of the monopoly that they have, I literally had to go back into
mm.
that store another time. And I was like, I'll put my money into a beauty supply store. And also, I had a provisional patent on a product before I got the beauty supply store, before I went into the corporate world as well. And when we were shopping it around Atlanta, this was like 2012. There was like one black owned beauty supply store in Atlanta.
Wow.
One.
Yeah.
And when I started doing my research throughout the US, I can count on both hands how many are in the US.
Mhm.
And so it just sparked me to want to do that and open my first brick and mortar. Then I found out I was the first beauty supply store with Salon Suites in Alabama, in Huntsville. And now we're 100% e-commerce, and I like it so much better.
Hmm.
But I'm happy to be able to say that I can check that off as a part of my legacy.
I love
You
that.
know what though, that is really huge for you to even say that and to speak about the monopoly, because back in the day, it was estimated maybe about $3 billion that went out of the black community into those spaces.
It's even higher
And
now.
yeah, and when people tried to go over to, China to do the same thing, like they would literally threaten the buyers in America that if you share this, we're gonna cut, our
It's still
support
kind of
off
like
from
that in
you.
a way. You see a
Yeah,
lot of
is
beauty
it?
supply stores that are black owned that are closing continuously. You see it all the time online. I see it all the time because I had a group that I put together because they had the monopoly. If you buy a product, you have to spend $10,000 to just get one of their items in your
Wow.
store. And so I started working with people around that were close to the area that I was in. Hey, do you need this? Do you need this? And so we would go in. So each store would get the product. But there are also monopolies where if this store down here that's Korean owned has this hair product, we can't sell it to you because we can only give it to them. So
Wow.
that
Mm,
still happens to this day. And people come into black owned beauty supply stores and like, oh, you don't have this and oh, you don't have that. And I'm just like, we're trying to get there. Like, come continue to support us so that we can.
absolutely. So the night the girls wanted to meet, you were not able to meet, because you said that you had to do something when y'all all got together, and when you met the girls in the store, the two girls in the
Oh, with
store, and you
Kimmy and
told them,
Tisha.
yeah, Kimmy and Tisha, and then you said that there was something that you had to do for the business. Tell us about what
Oh,
that was.
so my good friend Stormy Steele, who is Canvas Beauty owner, introduced me to the TikTok world. She is the GOAT
Hmm.
on TikTok, like $1 million in sales every time she goes live, does a
Wow.
big live.
Wow.
And now she has an agency, Canvas agency, where the last, I want to say, she just started it a couple weeks ago. Last four people she's put on live have made over six figures. Yeah, like she's doing her
That's
thing. So
huge.
she's introduced me to live selling, and that's what the career that I came from. I'm a saleswoman. I real estate, I worked in timeshare, like that's what I do. So that was I had did my first live. That was why I missed one of the events, and the other one was we were negotiating. So that's why y'all didn't see me.
Got it.
Get that bag
Got it.
in spirit. I ain't even mad at it. What
Yeah, because according to you, baby, that thing raked in a bag.
Destiny said we gotta
Yeah.
cover that first. Destiny, what
Yeah.
made you be open to joining the cast of Loving Marriage Huntsville?
Well, when I was coming to support the Holts back in the day, it was just that. Like honestly and truthfully, I went to performing arts college in Los Angeles, and so I'm a thespian. So
Okay.
Yay! I'm almost one.
I almost went. I went there. My first love is singing, so that's what I started out doing in the arts since I was six. But there, it was like reality TV was taboo. So for me, it was like no reality TV. And then Nene came along and like killed the game and like
Hmm.
opened doors. And she was on Glee. Back then I was doing background work. I was actually on set with her for Glee,
Wow.
and I was just
Wow.
building on my resume. And so when I moved to Huntsville, moved to Nashville, and started dating my ex husband, we would just go to events and support. And one of the now showrunner was like, he was a producer back then. Was like, who are you? Like Destiny, and he was like, you need to come around more. And then we started coming to events, more events, and it just really kind of happened organically.
Okay.
And at the time my partner was like, let's do it, like even more so than me. And I'm like, okay.
And you are
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
a
yeah.
Wow.
job. Do you think you will ever get married again if you found that right person, or if that
Baby,
person?
he gonna have to walk on water.
Yeah.
He gonna have to walk on water.
Get out of here.
Destiny, really?
Well, honestly, honestly and truthfully, I always say that I would love to know what marriage is like. I don't know what that's like. I've had the ring, big old rock, and all of that, the all of that, but I've never been in a partnership, like a real
Mm,
marriage. So I would love to know what that's like. But he still need to walk on water. But no, seriously, I definitely want, I definitely would love to have a life partner.
yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
hardest?
Love is a serious game to me. It's a serious game.
It is. And that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. What's the hardest thing? Like what has been the hardest thing with trying to balance your personal life, keeping it as personal as you can, versus now with you being a public figure, it's like every little move that you make, whether it's a good or a bad one, the media is attracted to it.
It just makes me feel like high school all over again, to be honest. Because if you're like the popular girl in school, everybody want to know your business, or they think they know, or they make all this stuff up. It's just a big old high school to me. It's what it feels like. I've
Mm,
always been a naturally private person. I say I'm a gangsters. Gangsters don't move; they move in silence. But
period.
I've tried to balance out, giving my real life so that people can take pieces of it, and hopefully it helps them in certain ways, and also keeping a bit of it for myself, just for my own sanity. And I think, to ask for any more is just, it's kind of unfair. Like, people give you deep parts of their lives, like, it's not easy. So
Yeah.
I still find the balance with it all the time.
Yeah. So, Destiny, as a brother, and I'm asking for all the other brothers out here, what would be your top 5 attributes that you would look for in the ideal life partner for you?
Oh, okay. Number one, you got to be God fearing. You got to serve something that is greater than yourself, because either you're
Okay.
gonna do that or serve your ego, and that never works.
Okay.
So something God that you have to atone to. Um, I need somebody that's a hustle like me, that's running as fast as I am, so that we can live life in balance and be in peace and not have to run. Or somebody that's already there. Um, I need a kind-hearted, generous man, because it's sad you got to say that these days.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
it's
It
sad
is.
you got to say that. And somebody that's family oriented, likes to have a good time. Um, did I say he had to walk on water? I said that already, right?
Listen, you ain't taking that off the board, huh?
And for me, I like understand. I'm like like people. I was raised by a man. People say I act like a dude, or whatever. I am a soft girl, but I like aesthetics. Like, I like a nice looking man. Like, I need you to
Period.
be. I mean, hey, I need you to love your health, and want to work out and eat well and all that. So
Yes.
yeah, all that matters to me. Plus, I got a
Yeah.
young boy, and we got to be running with him. So,
Absolutely.
Come
and
on
that's the
now.
biggest thing. Someone that is a great example of a man for my son.
I love that.
Right. Wow.
How has it
Yeah.
been being a boy mom? I'm a boy mom and I love it.
Girl,
Like,
I mean, that little boy. That's my
You
heart. Do you understand? That
funny.
is my everything. I love that little soul so much. He challenges me, baby. You think where my growth came from? Therapy and God, him too.
Yeah,
okay.
Um,
period. Period.
because I mean, it's gentle parenting is for the gentle kids, and
Okay. Because these
I'll be
kids
having a
are different.
listen. We both be in there meditating. He do the same thing now. I be blowing too. So I would say it's interesting. I really love being a mom, period, and I love being his mother. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
It
Like, it
was
was
one of the
always
first
one of
things that happened to me too.
really.
But keep going. You.
I think my greatest goal in life has always been to be a mother, because I didn't
hmm
have my mother in my life, and so, like, I
Mm,
take that job very seriously, very very
got it.
seriously.
Got it. So, do you think not having your mother in your life actually pushed you to be the ideal mother for your son?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm,
That
that's
was
awesome.
really gonna be my question, Sheldon. I love that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because interesting enough, children, when you're a real parent, they give you a different reason to live.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They really
Absolutely.
do.
And to not crash out. Because Lord
And
knows,
to
y'all know my story when I came there.
Yes. We know.
We
Yeah,
had that one-on-one interview. You know,
baby, because you
listen.
was holding the whole basket in your hand. Listen, you was either gonna hold it or get in it.
Which one?
Say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you did a whole lot. Well, Jordan, any more?
So definitely anything else that you're working on right now that you want our viewers to know about so that they can support you.
Absolutely. Make sure you shop with me at madonnabeauty.com. I have my candle line, I have my fragrances, we have more products to come. I have a book that will be released for the holidays. It is my life story up to a certain point because it's gonna have to be a part two because a lot that happens since then.
Okay.
Also, of course, my podcast, I have some new episodes coming. New music. I actually was recording this week. So I am so excited about that. Some acting projects that I'm working on as well. I'm just back into
Wow,
my love, and I'm still doing real estate as well. I know people are like, "Where did all this come from?" I've been doing it forever, I promise.
Right.
So
Listen, I
yeah,
am booked and busy. I love that for you.
I'm just working. I'm taking making sure that this kid and my father, I'm helping and taking care of him as well. Like
that's
I want them
beautiful.
to have the best memories together. My dad just got baptized 2 Sundays ago after going to church with me after 2 weeks. And so my son got a chance to see that. I was so grateful for that moment. And I'm just, just pouring back into the people that poured into me and pouring into myself.
I love that.
Period.
And then tell our viewers how they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. What's the other one? X. It's Destiny Payton. Are my handles for all of those outlets.
Well, Destiny, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate you. We wish you nothing but continued success. And y'all
That's
better
it.
make sure y'all tune in and watch her on Love and Marriage Huntsville because, baby, it is going down. Get you a glass of wine. Matter of fact, just bring the whole bottle because the episodes have been crazy, okay? And the whole bottle definitely needed
And
to
I'm
get
telling you,
filled.
this season is, hey, it's
It's
different.
one for the book.
It's
It's a
interesting.
ride. It's a
Yeah.
ride
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. For sure.
Yes.
Everybody showed up. And
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we gonna
And
stay tuned.
and one more time, I just want to say, oh, I am so elated with all of the success and all of the growth because when I look at reality shows, you are what I am looking to come out of
Mm,
these reality shows.
mm.
Oh.
And Jordan will tell you because I am very critical.
Yeah.
I am very critical of the whole thing, baby. We got a whole segment where we've done on that. And when I see someone that has stepped up, you can see the personal growth, you can see the professional growth, and you can see everything that you're doing. That is what you do with a platform. So
Mhm.
Thank
hats off
you.
to you, my sister.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
keep on
Thank you.
being
Thank
that
you so
friend.
much. And make
Yes.
sure y'all support Destiny's Law Foundation. This is a cause that's I'm passionate about. It's not for me. It's for well, it's for me, but it's for me to give to others that need support who are survivors. And in October we'll be having our first luncheon. So if you're in the Huntsville area, make sure you get your tickets and come and support the cause.
Absolutely.
Well, thank
Thank
you,
y'all.
Stephanie. We wish you nothing but continued success. And then we gonna need to sit down with you again at the end of this season.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
you're gonna
yeah.
need one. Oh, you gonna need one. Oh, you gonna
Okay.
need one. And we need a whole bottle.
Yes.
A
Okay.
bottle.
I'm gonna bring my bottle of wine with
We
me.
might need some gin.
Right. Or some tequila. One of the two.
Hey,
Anything,
listen.
whatever your preference is. Okay. Well, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure again that you are tuning in and watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Destiny is killing it on there. Like Sheldon said, we are loving watching her growth. And until next time, we love you and we will talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of your
Bye.
night.
Thank y'all.
Hey, you're welcome.